The traditional handshake, that one a little untraditional. Shaking hands 3 ways. You'll see 2 bowlers bowling at once, just as we would throughout the week in qualifying. This is our first look at Carolyn Dorn-Ballard from North Richland Hills, Texas.
Super opening shot, Jan. She's very aggressive. She knows she can win now.
Now Carol Gianotti-Block from Perth, Australia, already up on the approach. This is going to be fast. We're going to try and keep you up to date.
Don't blink.
Okay.
You might miss her.
And Cathy Dorin from Linden, New Jersey. 5'2", 32 years old. This is her 6th year. Sister of Carolyn Dorn-Ballard.
Often asked if they're twins, and the answer is no, they're not.
Carolyn is older.
Right.
And who could ask for a better start? All 3 competitors striking. Let's review this again. The high score will advance to the next match. Carol Gianotti-Block quickly up on lane 28 with another strike. Carolyn Dorin-Ballard, it was her choice. There you see, age 34. Her choice, which lane she wanted to start on and what position she wanted to be in.
Right. Being that she is in the position, going where she is right now, she will get to finish in the position she chose and on the lane she wanted to go on.
Well, everyone has struck.
Cathy seeing if she can match the other 2 with another double here. Just a little bit light on the head pin. Didn't come up quite as much as she wanted.
It's a long match and a lot of frames left. I'm surprised to see him start out striking. Do you think it's more comfortable for the players like this, bowling in a qualifying type format?
Actually, I think it is. You know, the head-to-head match with just 2 bowlers is tough.
Bowling fans in the Jacksonville area, be sure to join Carolyn Dorin-Ballard, Tish Johnson, Michelle Feldman, and the rest of the PWBA as we head to Jax Lanes West next week. Pro-Am start February 21st. Contact Chuck Lewis at Jax Lanes West for more information on the Greater Jacksonville Classic. And the bowlers are hesitating a little as we're working out this new format. There's a good look at the scoreboard. Carolyn Dorin-Ballard, Carol Gianotti-Block, both leading and tied with 2 strikes. Cathy Dorin trailing by 10 pins.
Another solid shot by a very confident Carol Gianotti-Block.
Look at the intensity. Carolyn Dorin-Ballard, you wouldn't know she's bowling a qualifying style out there. Coming up light.
I think a little bit aggressive on that shot. She had some pretty firm speed there. Caused the ball to sail a little bit long.
Cathy Dorin working on a spare. She's up in the 3rd frame. Set that a little early.
Left herself with a bit of a tough spare with the bucket, the 2, 4, 5, 8.
I think this is going to take the players just a little time to get used to, and us and everyone at home, but I think it's really going to be exciting because you have constant bowling.
I like it.
Ooh, almost a chop.
Very close. She shot that spare while they were practicing a little bit earlier. She did chop it twice, so I think she learned.
Speaking of a chop, I think the players are going to have to take some time and make sure they're focused and regroup. Might be a little tougher to do now as they're immediately up on the other lane after they make a shot.
Right.
Carol Gianotti-Block having no problem, however. Carolyn Dorin-Ballard, she's been working on her arm swing and her timing. She's been late a little bit. She's trying to get the ball to the line a little bit sooner.
And I think that's something that does plague Carolyn often, but she's so talented of a player that she can fix it in just one day's practice session.
Cathy coming off an open. Let's see if she had the time to regroup.
Yes, she did. Excellent shot. She just saws the 5 into the 7. She's got to feel pretty good sitting down now.
Carolyn changing balls to shoot that spare. And she covers it through 4 frames. Carol Gianotti-Block has a commanding lead. There's 3 bowlers, but only 1 will advance. Find out who that is when we return for the conclusion of this match right after these messages. The Greater Atlanta Open is being brought to you by AMF Bowling Worldwide, the largest owner and operator of bowling centers in the world, and one of the leading makers of bowling products. AMF always means fun. And by MasterCard. There are some things in life money can't buy, but for everything else, there's MasterCard. While we were gone, the players bowled through 3 frames near perfection. The only person who did not strike was Cathy Dorin with a split in the 6th, but she converted it. Now MasterCard open up that vault because Carol Gianotti-Block has 7 strikes in a row. MasterCard has a $50,000 bonus if anyone should shoot 300 on television. Carolyn Dorn-Ballard, 97-98. Runner-up to Player of the Year. She trails by 35 pins.
Bowling a great game herself here. She's only missed striking in 2 frames, but yet she's that far behind by virtue of Carol's 7-bagger.
Oh. What a great shot that was. That may have just cost her $50,000.
Right in the pocket. Watch the head pin just go right to the side wall. Comes back in without touching the 7. Just an incredibly bad break.
Wow. And one thing we didn't point out with this format is that the 3rd place qualifier can finish no lower than 4th. You can only drop 1 spot, even if you had the lowest game. So that would be Carolyn Dorin-Ballard. Cannot finish lower than 4th.
Right, a very good rule that they have instituted with this new format. Now the story we have coming up here is that even though Carol has a 7-bagger, she's got Carolyn right on her heels.
She does. She's leading now by 24 pins. But Carolyn Dorin-Ballard is working on 4 strikes in a row and can take that lead to just 14. She can cut her deficit here to 14 with a strike in the 9th.
The last 4 shots were solid. The timing looked great. She's a very positive player these days.
Come on, baby. Oh, well, next week.
Oh, well, next week.
4-9. I tell you, that's as bad of a break as Carol's 7-pin.
Cathy has a possibility of shooting 233.
4-9.
Looks like it's going to be a little short, but a great showing by Cathy Dorin.
I think Carolyn's going for this.
Yes, she was.
Well, she really had to have it to have any outside chance of getting this match. Carol Gianotti-Block has a commanding lead here now with that 4-9. It was a very unfortunate break. Scoreboard going into the 10th frame. Carol Gianotti-Block could shoot 279 if she takes it off the sheet.
And so far, every ball in the pocket.
She has really bowled a great game after that 4th frame on. Carolyn going to convert a 10-pin. Both players, Carolyn and Carol, leaving a 10-pin here.
Carolyn a little bit frustrated with this game. She does have a lot of bad breaks on TV. She hits the pocket a lot. You see Carol's spare attempt slide off in the gutter a little bit, but she knew that she had the match won.
Right. It really doesn't matter. No one, she had him shut out.
Well, I was just going to take a look at the score because it's not added.
Carolyn wanting to see if that open could have given her or Cathy a chance. Finishing up with a 218 for Carolyn Dorn-Ballard. Cathy Dorin still striking. She came on strong at the end of the match.
Yes, she did. Just had a couple of shots there early in the match where she got the ball a little bit short, and she has a tendency once in a while to do that, but during the break she worked on repetition in her shot making, and it certainly has showed this week because here she is on the telecast.
Pretty shot. And Carol just sitting around looking forward to the next match.
Cruising, kind of like last year.
She definitely has not lost a thing.
Her game these days, Jan, is so perfect for today's conditions, and I just see her being very dominant in the next few years.
And Cathy Dorin finishes with a 232. That's the end of match one. Carol Gianotti-Block has the high score. She will move on, but first, when we return, Cheryl Daniels will bring you the first PWBA bowling tip of the year.